Nothing is worse than having to throw away perfectly good meat, dairy, or produce that was previously stored incorrectly. The United States wastes over 40% of its food supply annually. The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates that this results in annual waste of more than $160 billion. WRAP, a climate action non-governmental organization, and the Waste and Recycling Action Program estimate that 4.5 million tons of waste are produced annually in UK homes. It hurts especially to toss away rotten food because food inflation is so high. Water and energy are also wasted. Methane, a dangerous greenhouse gas, is also produced when food is disposed of in landfills. Your friends and your family will both thank you for knowing just how to arrange food in your refrigerator to ensure that it lasts the longest and tastes the finest. Watch this video to the end, and henceforth you'll dispose of less produce and save more. Here we go. Number 1. Make sure your fridge freezer is cold enough. You will need to follow the instructions in the manual if your fridge freezer does not automatically set itself to the proper temperatures. Your refrigerator's internal temperature should range from 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. It is recommended that the freezer be kept at a temperature between -18 and 20 degrees Celsius. Food is safest when it is refrigerated below 8 degrees Celsius or heated over 60 degrees Celsius, according to the Food Standards Agency, FSA. This means that 8 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius is the danger zone. Bacteria proliferate to dangerous quantities between these temperatures. Above this point, they start to die. Interestingly, though, the manufacturer's suggested temperature may not always reach the right level in your fridge freezer and may even be significantly higher than stated. In our tests, the lowest model's manufacturer-recommended setting caused the refrigerator's temperature to climb past 10 degrees Celsius and into the dangerous zone. Certain refrigerator freezers begin rather precisely but eventually lose their ability to keep the proper temperature. A poll of 2004 shows that for 7,000 owners of refrigerators and freezers, this was the most frequently cited defect. Learn which brands of refrigerator freezers are the most dependable. However, keep apples apart from other produce and fruits. While ethylene gas is beneficial for potatoes, it is detrimental to nearly everything else. If you store apples in a plastic bag in the refrigerator instead of the fruit bowl, your other purchases should be much better. Number 2. The leftovers. Keep all leftovers in airtight, transparent containers or airtight wrappers. With their exceptional airtightness, the Rubbermaid Brilliance 10-piece set is among the greatest sets of food storage containers for preserving food freshness. Eat the oldest foods first, according to the adage, first in, first out. After 2 hours of cooking, refrigerate any leftovers. Modern refrigerators can withstand high temperatures, so there's no need to wait for goods that are hot to cool down before keeping them. Throw away all perishable foods that have been left at room temperature for more than 2 hours. 1 hour if the temperature is over 90 degree F, such as at an outdoor picnic during summer. Number 3. Use vinegar to clean berries. Berries are quite possibly the most expensive fruit available, but they also mold easily the fastest due to the terrible nature of fate. To prolong their shelf life, soak them in a solution of 1 cup vinegar and 3 cups water before putting them in the refrigerator. This will eradicate the bacteria and mold spores that cause them to become fuzzy. To store them, just make sure they are completely dry. Number 4. Deal with herbs as a bouquet. Purchasing fresh herbs in a bag and storing them there is a definite way to end up in a grassy mash town. Alternatively, use what you need for the day and preserve the remainder in a glass of water on the windowsill. Should you be successful enough to host dinner guests, you might even arrange a few different sorts of them in place of flowers on the table and allow each person to decorate their meals. Number 5. Take advantage of see-through, airtight containers and bags. Food that has been opened should be stored in reusable sealed plastic bags and glass or plastic containers. By doing this, air moisture won't be able to contaminate food or hasten its decomposition. Don't wash fresh produce before putting it in the refrigerator. Water shortens life and increases moisture content. Wash them only right before you eat them. Number 6. Don't refrigerate your tomatoes seriously. You'll destroy their flavor, and their juicy texture doesn't survive so well in the cold either. To make the most of your tomatoes, keep them on a counter to allow them to ripen to their full potential. For your information, other veggies that shouldn't be in the fridge include potatoes and onions, although they should be stored in a cool, dark place rather than within the sun's reach. It's probably safe to consume if nothing on the list applies. A helpful recommendation is to utilize or freeze poultry within a day or two of purchase. For 4 to 5 days following purchase, beef, pig, and veal should be kept refrigerated. According to a study, you can freeze meat and poultry for up to a year. Number 7. Maintain the proper humidity levels when storing fruits and vegetables. If you store your fruits and vegetables at the right temperature and humidity, they will remain tasty and edible for longer. Most fruits like low humidity, but vegetables typically prefer high humidity. Make sure the humidity switch on your refrigerator drawers is set to high for vegetables and low for fruits if there is one. It is advisable to keep your vegetables in the drawer if you just have one, as this keeps moisture from escaping and makes the space more humid. After that, place the fruit on the middle shelf of your refrigerator. Fruit with veggies shouldn't be kept in a drawer. It is likely to release ethylene, a naturally occurring gas that, in confined spaces, can cause other fresh food to over-ripen. Ethylene is also produced by mushrooms, and fruits that are susceptible to its effects include watermelons and apples. Number 8. Avoid frequent door openings and close doors properly. To preserve cold air and keep the temperature steady, keep the refrigerator door open for as little time as possible. Also, always remember to shut the refrigerator door correctly after using it. Avoiding repeated heat shocks to food lowers energy consumption and prolongs food freshness. Number 9. Items that are fit for refrigeration. Fruits, vegetables, pickles, dressings, condiments, milk and dairy products, chocolates, cooked food, and eggs are ideal to be kept in the fridge, whereas frozen foods along with ice cream, pulps, and purees, meat and poultry are best stored in the freezer section. Check the label on items like packaged foods to see if it is ideal to be stored in the fridge or the freezer section of the refrigerator. Number 10. Items that are unfit for refrigeration. Though we store certain items due to a lack of options, there's yet a need to address it. It's advisable to keep foods like onions out of the refrigerator since they can get weird tastes or textures. Steer clear of oils, makeup, honey, and some foods like oranges or unpeeled bananas. Also, it's advised to let cooked food cool to room temperature before refrigerating them. Remove perishables that could expire while you're away, especially before holidays or long stretches of inactivity. This lessens the chance of food spoilage and avoids offensive smells. With the programmable settings found on modern refrigerators, you may put your refrigerator in holiday mode while you're gone to save energy. As soon as food spills, clean the shelves and periodically check for outdated goods. Odors are avoided, and safe food storage is ensured with a clean refrigerator. It is advisable to have your refrigerator checked by an authorized service provider if you believe the cooling isn't working at its best. You should recognize produce that is ethylene-rich and produce that is ethylene-sensitive. Keep different kinds apart from one another. Produce that is sensitive to ethylene may ripen or degrade more quickly when it is surrounded by ethylene-rich produce, such as potatoes, ripe bananas, tomatoes, avocados, stone fruits, and apples. Simply keep these alone and away from other vegetables for added security. Like produce should be stored together. This is the simplest and best rule. Because most ethylene testing is focused on large-scale industrial food storage, bear in mind that ethylene interactions will never be as pronounced in your home fridge as they would be in a cold storage room. Producing bags made of plastic reduces ethylene interactions. If all you have are huge crisper drawers, then feel free to maintain a set of plastic produce bags for storage. Wrap each item separately, then store however you see fit. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Also, hit the notification bell to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening videos such as this. Thank you for watching.